everyone? I'm Extra Eric, and welcome to another episode of Pop Off, the show where I pop off all about the biggest topics in pop music with my super fan friends. I am so excited for this video today, not just because it means we have made it through this dumpster fire of a year, but we get to relive all of the best music that we got in 2020. Joining me today, we have Julie Russell of Fangirl Fantasy and JD of Hello Wicked, who is pumped to be here, by the way.
Stoked.
He was trying to say that this year has not been that great in music and that it's only been good for me.
No,
I think he's wrong.
I think it's just been a year more of like singles. You know, TikTok obviously is
I don't know
over.
what world you think you are living in. A singles?
Yeah, I think songs have been bigger than albums. Think about it.
I think it's that way anyways, though.
No. But this year specifically, more artists have focused more, and you've had more new artists emerge because of singles. This whole year, this was like the greatest year for albums.
Well, my top 5 are going to easily just shut down what you just said because they are literally all about the album. And I feel like it's somewhat can be expected, but I'm excited it's the three of us because we could not have more polar opposite tastes.
Don't start with me because I'll be a Debbie Downer. I think we should let's start with you, bro, because let's just get this out of the way.
I could literally name Eric's top 5 like right now.
I probably could too right now.
I don't. There is one curveball in it, which I think if you actually follow me, you will know. But if not, it's like completely out of left field. And I think you're going to be kind of surprised at how high it's made it on my list. But I will go with my top 5 favorite albums of 2020. Up at number 5, Ava Max, Heaven and Hell. I was waiting for like somebody to be like.
I don't think I've heard. I've heard one song.
Okay, the King versus what's the big single?
Kings and Queens.
Bro, the first time I heard that, it was in my list of pop bops. I had to like find out.
I can't stand that one. The rest of the album is so Extra Eric, if you will. But like Kings and Queens is like, eh. Number 4, very easy to guess. Little Mix Confetti.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, surprisingly, I am giving to Gaga's Chromatica.
Surprising? Why is that surprising?
Because I figured you would assume it would be number 1.
Oh.
Up at number 2, I think JD will appreciate this one, is Lennon Stella's 3-2-1. That's my left field.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot
that was
about that
in
one.
January. And that easily, one of the reasons I put that in at number 2 was because that album I have not stopped since the rest of the year. Like Chromatica fires me up, but like on some level you have to realize like I have never stopped listening to this. And then, of course, up at number 1 is a gimme. It's clearly Future Nostalgia. Dua Lipa.
Wow, bro. I'm surprised you didn't put Miley in there.
Me too.
Miley was my kicker for number 5. And I told you when I was making my list that I had the top 4 were set. Like those were set in stone. But number 5, I had so many albums I wanted to put there. I wanted to give it to Plastic Hearts, but I haven't had Plastic Hearts for as long, and I have not been listening to it as much as Heaven and Hell from when I got it.
I really thought Miley was top 2 for you.
No.
Hey, I want to ask you, what makes a number 1 album? Like,
I think,
is it how long you listen to it? Is it how many songs out of the album?
Everything about Future Nostalgia is just literally incredible. And I think it's like insanely rare for an artist, especially on their second album, to like truly catch lightning in a bottle with everything. Like every single song on that is fire. And not only that, it's like an impossible sound to nail. Like that is her in her own lane doing her own thing. Sounds like nothing else in the world. And it's just like.
I also think she did a great job marketing it.
Yeah, that's another reason too.
Re-releasing it, and yeah,
she hasn't stopped. We got the remix album of everything that dropped. We got all of the other leak songs that dropped with Normani. We got the whole Club Future Nostalgia performance, like all the performances on every award show. Like I think Dua is the main pop girl of 2020. Like she just truly has done literally everything, has not stopped, went right through COVID, went right through everything as if it didn't even happen.
And she's hot as fuck. Oh
Dua
my
is.
God. She's hot, and
Eric loves her.
Yeah, I love her just for that. But like you're telling me, Physical, I think Physical is the best song she has ever released, even though it did absolutely terrible in the States. I think you have Levitating, you have Love Again, you have all of the major sounds. And what I love about it too is that there's no features. It is straight her doing her thing, and
That's not
can't
true. Oh, you're saying the remix on the Levitating had the baby on. I was gonna say she crossed over into the NBA world, bro. They featured
Levitating
that
had
opening night.
Madonna and Missy Elliott
Uh,
on it before it had the baby, even though the baby one's better.
Okay.
It's Ava Max, it's Little Mix, it's Gaga, it's Lennon, and it's Dua.
I
People don't
forgot
know about
Lennon.
Lennon Stella.
Me too.
Bro, that
Lennon
album,
Stella blew everyone out of the water.
she's fucking awesome, bro. She's
I love her
awesome.
so much.
Yeah, I totally forgot that album came out this year. January feels like it was.
Bend Over Backwards, Pretty Boy, Golf on TV, like the list, that album, the list goes on. Save Us.
Even the EP she released before that, she's just on top of it.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that's my
good.
curveball of the list, which I think no one would have expected. But
I like
Julie,
that.
I want to hear your top 5.
Number 5 is your number 1, Future Nostalgia.
Oh, I'm surprised that you put that on the list.
Yeah, it is nonstop. You can just keep listening to it. And number 4 is Everything Means Nothing, Mr. Black Bear.
Oh, of course.
Number 3 is Manic, Halsey.
I'm so glad that you put this on the list because I was hoping when I took Miley, I had Halsey at number 5 originally, and I was like, Julie's gonna put it, and that would make me feel better.
Yep. Number 2 is Plastic Hearts.
Good.
And number 1 is Tickets to My Downfall, MGK.
Of course. I knew you were gonna put that at number 1. I'm not a big
it's
MGK
literally
fan,
the first
though.
thing I play when I get into my car every single time. Every song.
Julia has a specific sound. It's like this emo.
A drugged out white boy.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, bro. I don't understand. Well, I understand now.
The song with Halsey is fantastic. I think I listened to like a couple other ones when that came out, but other than that, I don't know why I didn't get into it.
I got my Spotify Wrapped, and it literally was like G-Eazy, Black Bear, Marky Basie, MGK, and then it like sends like a little quiz, and it's like, are you doing okay?
Oh, I'm surprised neither of you put Taylor Swift in.
She's
Why?
an honorary mention for me.
Folklore could have made it towards the top of my like the honorable mentions, but honestly, like I did not listen to those albums that much. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think Folklore and Evermore is just Taylor Swift doing what she does best. Like I've always said, I think Reputation is her best work by a mile because it's something so out of her element that she mastered.
For those albums, for me, they're lyrics. Like
Yeah.
I appreciate the lyrics, but if you look at my top 5, all of them are like Evermore and Folklore are literally the opposite of that. They're like you want to cry yourself to sleep kind of songs.
Yeah, although shout out to Gold Rush because I do love Gold Rush and Ivy off Evermore.
Statement without even listening to them.
But I haven't seen the
How?
documentary either because I like
Planet?
Lover. No, I love when I like
Lover.
Taylor when she goes soup. I don't like going on a fucking hiking trail when I listen to these people with that like these extensive
And you think
lyrics.
that I would? You thought that I would put this album on my top 5, and you think I want to go on a hiking trail and listen to these songs?
I don't want to go.
Who
on
do
a
you think you are
national-
talking to?
I don't want to be on National Treasure fucking trying to find the decoding things between all of this shit. I don't care if there were 9 trees in the woods and this means that. That's why I'm like, dude, I don't
The picture of
fucking
the
care 'cause
willow and the Instagram with the caption.
I'm not going to understand it. I don't fucking care.
I do love that. And I think that that's something a lot of other artists need to pick up on is doing stuff like she does on social media and all the tricks and all the songs and everything.
She looks like she doesn't shower a lot. Like she's trying to fit in with Quarantine Us. Like I want Taylor Swift to be as rich as I know she is. Like I don't want to be able to relate to her.
But you know she's wearing a $2,400 Stella McCartney jacket in the Evermore photo of
well,
the
then
cover.
I stand corrected. Then I stand corrected.
She looks like she doesn't shower.
That's what, bro.
She looks
like she's trying to fit
she
in.
looks
She's like,
freshly washed in every photo. I want to hear your top 5.
okay.
For someone that thinks it wasn't the best year.
Mine are gonna be hella reckless, and this is okay. The reason I because TikTok blew up so much this year, I felt like this year was more single based. Like you had
Makes sense.
you know,
there.
Khaled and Drake, you know, with their respective singles. You only had one big single from Cardi B, who was probably gonna drop an album. You had the Baby, you had Saweetie, you had 24 Karat Golden, Don Oliver, Pop Hunna, Moneybagg Yo, all these new artists, but they had such huge.
Julie and I are like,
bro.
There is one album I'm hoping
yeah.
you put on the list. There's one album I hope you shout out.
I'll go. All right, I'll go top 5. Number 5 is Flo Milli. It's called Why Is You Here? And because there are some artists that I never know of that someone just puts me on, and I don't relate to any of the material, but it just makes me feel hella ratchet. So like her whole album, and she's really, really popular. Like the people I like seeing people who are respected in the music industry all unify behind someone that they feel like needs more respect. And that was my pick for number 5. It was just
I
a
appreciate
sneaky
that.
good album.
Eric, can you just edit cricket sounds into that?
Yeah.
I do. Mine's gonna be way different. I just listen.
I actually
to
do know who
different.
Flo Milli is.
Yes. And let everybody
going.
listen. Everybody, I worked in radio, so the way I like.
So did we.
I know, but like I was on the air, so I filter
Oh.
music differently, okay? And none of the artists that I really, really love came out with albums this year, other than Kehlani. Number 4, I put Girlfriends from Travis Mills and Nick Gross. They're a new band. And they have like the MGK vibe to them, and it came out later in the year. So
I like it. It's an emo band.
It's an emo fan, and for some reason I just liked it. And I've been on this emo shit, bro. I don't know what it is. Number 3, I have Meg Thee Stallion.
Yes,
that's
the one I wanted.
She's one of those artists who's on a roll.
Actually raps.
Actually raps.
Actually raps.
The beat selection's fire, and
the Webby and Trina sample on Sugar Baby is like, that is my favorite song. Like, with the second I heard the Bad Bitch sample, I was like, this bitch. And like, that's, you can't easily do that.
Right. And like, fuck it up. You know?
Yeah,
like,
no,
so
literally.
She's in her,
Good
her
News
like,
definitely deserves a spot.
Big shine. So this is like her groove. This is her chance. So I really like that album. Number 2, I put with Kehlani, even though I feel like it wasn't her best. I think she came out with, it was good until it wasn't, because she felt like she just needed to release music, because this was going to be such a big year for her.
But when it came out, you
Bieber.
Literally said there was no bad song on it.
It wasn't my favorite, but it was fire. Okay, it wasn't my favorite.
All right,
from
what's
her,
number 1?
It was fire. And number 1 was MGK, Tickets to My Downfall.
Interesting.
He's
2 out of 3.
Found,
2 out of 3.
He's found his lane, bro. I wish he would have done this shit so long ago. Like, so long ago. It's just, it was.
Like I said, I liked that one song, and I'm not really an MGK fan. I do know, of course, Little Mix and MGK, but.
You want to know? Because
the No More Sad Songs remix.
when he raps, I feel like there's too much judgment on like the bars. I think he just found a pocket where he could just be a fucking rock star, dude. And it was just well done. I just thought it was a well done, front to back, no skip, consistent fire. So,
I think that sound is what's going to be coming into the new decade for sure.
And I didn't even put Jack Harlow on, but Jack Harlow is worth all the hype, son. I forgot about Jack Harlow. I'm not going to put him in, but he had a great year too.
I think these lists clearly define this year in a nutshell.
I'm telling you, it was a year of singles, dude. It was not a year of albums. It was not a year of albums.
And I still will go to my grave disagreeing with that statement.
Watch whoever wins the Grammys. We left out The Weeknd. Like The Weeknd.
I thought you were JD. I thought you were gonna say The Weeknd.
I can't stand The Weeknd.
After Hours deserves a shout out, but like, it wasn't a thing for me. I don't know. I'm glad you said Meg, because I wanted Meg to get a shout out because she's great. I wanted to put that album at number 5, and initially it was, but then I was like, you know what? There's only 5 songs on this album that I like immediately listen to, and I skip everything in between. And that was like how I ended up getting to Ava Max for number 5, was I was like, oh, like even when I listen to Plastic Hearts, like I sometimes am skipping like 2 or 3 songs just to jump to my next batch of favorites.
Isn't it crazy also that we didn't have Ariana Grande in our top? I know, but
a single-based album.
Her as an artist, it's kind of surprising that it wouldn't be in the top 5 for somebody.
Not to knock her for any particular reason, but it's just, it was a good album by her.
I think it was good singles, but I don't think album-wise it was.
Yeah, like after
packaged.
34, 35, where's one go?
Well, Positions was a big record, but dude, that's a good one. Ari being
I
left
love
off
Positions,
is-
but I feel like Positions got the shaft. I don't know why. Like, I feel like everybody played it for like a week, and then I don't know. The album
single
came out.
bass, bro. Single bass. It's huge on TikTok. That's what I'm saying. It was a single based year. It was not an album year, bro. It was not an album year.
Let us know in the comments who you agree with. Me, Taste, Julie, or JD. Do you think MGK had the #1 album of the year? Pop off in the comments. And also, while you're down there, let us know if you want us to see us pop off about something else in the future. Maybe we'll land on something where JD actually has some taste, but who knows?
I'm just a diamond in the rough, bro. It's just who I am, my guy. Sorry.
Until next time, we will see you all later.
Nope.